It's the Cable League. MTG Gathering Show.
I guess I'm just drafting an Oko. Still good card. Still solid. Currency Converter is definitely up there for me. And Worm's the best thing to flash in. Are we rugging? Is this the rug life? Future me being Saturday, correct. Oh yeah, Comrade Crab Cake. I can see that being frustrating. But good luck with the cosplay. I think I'm supposed to grab the Discharge here. Little removal there. Overall super fun, but very frustrating at points. Sure, yeah. The only arts and craftsy type stuff I do is sewing patches on my battle vest every once in a while. I need some work right now. There's a few patches that, like, they've lost some stitches, so I need to go over them. And there's some patches I need to replace, some patches I need to add. Thinking about just starting a whole ass new vest. Do I think Oko's farts smell good? Oh yeah. You know those stories where the campers are lost in the woods, and then they meet a group of strangers who invite them in to share their food and drink, and then they fall into an enchanted slumber and wake up a century later in a faraway land, sort of deal. The reason they fall asleep is because Oko passes wind nearby them, and that it's like the smell of a lullaby. If you can picture that. Oko's farts smell good, not good like food good, but like the feeling of being full good, just lulling you to sleep. Good like the aftertaste of Thanksgiving dinner. Loot probably wheels, huh? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Pillsbury Doughboy, thanks for the 4 months. Thanks for sharing that Prime. And C. Sephirim, thanks for the 21 months. Thanks for your sharing that Prime as well. C. Sephirim says, I can picture that. Thank you. You're welcome. Man, it's starting to look decent. Not the worst spot here. Just need to pick up a few moxins somewhere. Thanks for the lore download. Yeah, the lore download is also another term for Oko's farts. Now, Minsk's farts, that's a different story altogether. I think I'm gonna have that time warp. We lasted this entire album yesterday. Really enjoyed that. I'm gonna grab the strip mine here. We are in the red and 6 colors, so it could end up being really strong. If it wasn't here, I think it'd be on True Name. Esper can work with Time Warp. Sometimes. I haven't been high on this card. It's like kind of cool. Hey. I was hoping that loot would come back. Nice. So the Verdant Catacombs would be good. We're going to take the Ragavan. There's just not very many quality 1-drops out there. And Mana Dorks help when you're in green, but Ragavan's a little better. The best dork. Yeah, I'll take a leak. This halfling makes a lot of sense, huh? We've got Oko, Minskin Boo, Loot. A lot of cards I want to make uncounterable. Are you just talking about during the 365 Flaxabitten? I don't think consistently is the word I would use. I had a very consistent stream schedule beforehand. There were people after the 365 that like complained that I was like no longer live every day, and that was this like huge, like, what's the word? This huge hindrance to them watching the stream and such. If there's like a 1 in 7 chance that I wouldn't be live that day, then they weren't about it. And I went back very recently. I went back and I looked through the data from the first 365. There was a month in there where I was doing like I was like burning out, and I did like 3 or 4 hour streams every day, and they were not even at consistent times at all. It's people think about the 365 with like some rose-colored glasses there. That's for sure. This 365 was not really about boosting viewer numbers. It would be nice if that happened, but there's a reason I didn't just like jam it for funsies, because I thought it would make the stream go well. I guess funsies is the wrong term for me to be using there. It wasn't like a strategic thing that I chose to do. It was in this case, it was a sub reward. Basically, I'm over answering your question. The answer is no. A lot of sick cards here, huh? Some 2s for the relic to power into. You just like don't flood if you have a relic. Yeah, I guess you don't flood if you have a Bloodbraid too. I think I want a starting town. Oh, good luck with your tattoo, Chroma. Yeah, that's a large one. What do you what's the piece gonna look like? Kinda want the Ottawa, I guess all expressive. This one's for future Caleb, that aftertaste. Yeah, it was 2,500 subs that kicked off the 365. And then after we hit that, some other viewers got it up to 3K, which is not a number I'm ever going to hit again in my life. But it was very cool to get there. It's a big number. It's a really big number. There can't be many streamers that have hit that before. And we cracked a bunch of emote slots, and I've been having fun commissioning art for those. Yeah, I worry about all the counters with the Bloodbraid. Hey, it's not a Mox. A Mox would be ideal, but clearly the curve needs a little something. Some fetches would be good. Well, there's an on-color Mox. Hell yeah. Some more red removal would be solid. Right now we just had this discharge. Another burn spell or 2. Stuff for the Snapcaster. Oh yeah, B-Tids, that could be true, yeah. After the Horse Girl stream, straight to the moon. As good as Dak is, I think this Birds of Paradise is even better with this curve. The Lorien Revealed's tempting too, but the Birds does help the mana. I think I'm not playing Mystical. It's a portrait of Link, Torque Link. Oh, TOTK. Little district action. Gotta have that fix-in. Yeah, it sounds sweet, Chroma. Gonna bring balance to your legs. Hey, yeah, Wobbles, thanks for the sub, thanks 11 months. The 365 has been fantastic for you personally. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Happy to use your Prime to help keep that going. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think Plagon's good here. I think Plagon's just good in general, but even if all it does is draw 2 cards, it still like trades in combat as a 3/3. I agree, Mark, that the cutter's not nearly as strong in cube as it is in constructed, but still interesting. It's still good. I don't love this Crucible effect as much as I would a Ren and 6, but maybe I'll take it anyway. I might regret not grabbing the Force Negation, depending on what my opponents are doing, but like we already have 2 counters in here in the Bloodbraid Challenger deck. Just missing a fetch or 2, huh? The Taiga's hot. Oh shit! Hey, Director Dodd thinks the sub thinks the 28 months. In case I'm in a tight spot and need a palindrome, go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hog. Thank you, Director. I'll treasure it always. Are we lumberjacking? It's actually not very good here, Well, he ramps to Minsk and Bloodbraid. Well, I'll play it anyway. Well, there's another red removal spell I was talking about. Getting some late fixing. This could work out, huh? This could work out. Yeah, you can post a link if you want to, Chroma. Thinking about Lorien Revealed versus Dak here. That's actually kind of hard, I think. I feel like with the hardest picks, I always have like 5 seconds. It's always like when there's only 4 cards left in the pack. Solid little red rug deck, huh? It'll be interesting to see what Future Me does with it. Probably actually play this deck. I'm gonna Mox in there. We can strip block people. We got some interaction. We got some acceleration. It's not like the nuttiest thing ever, but there's a solid core of power here. A lot of winning cards. The mana's not the worst. Alrighty, folks. I am done for the night. Well, I think past me left me something kind of sick here, huh? We got a Mox. We got some early interaction. We got like a lot of nice power cards. Oko, Dank, Minsk. Loot's been really impressing me this season. Some nice acceleration. Some good sideboard cards, right? We got Force of Vigor and Skydiver here. Let's throw some basics in. Basics. Oh, could almost cut that strip mine, huh? Oh no, we got a Crucible lock, sure. This is 9 green sources. 2 of them come to play tapped, so we'd have 7 untapped for the turn 1 dork, which is like the minimum you want. Another one would be nice. Red also needs early stuff. And then Lumberjack actually wants Forest, so like you can't count Starting Town towards that and Sanctum and stuff. So it would actually like another Forest or 2 here. And then from red, we probably only need like 8 red sources. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then blue is pretty similar, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's kind of hard to fit that extra forest in, huh? Is it more common to be happy with past Caleb's drafting, or ask me what was going on? The happy one, yeah. I'm a pretty good drafter. Historically. Okay. Yeah, 1 less forest than I'd like, but that's alright. Our color counts are still good. The game certainly moves faster. Yeah, turn 2 Plague on here, just drawing 2 cards. How you doing, Gary? Are you still out in Portland? There's a street fair outside, which is fun, but you can't move your car. There's always a catch. I think I'm actually going to bin the Snapcaster. It's cool with the Time Warp, but it doesn't, like... Well... Actually, yeah, let's bin the Ragavan. Well, the Ragavan just kind of gets bricked by the O3, right? I went on a nice walk today. Got devoured by mosquitoes. But it was still nice to get outside and hear the birds and see the rabbits and shit. And then I made this pork belly, and I think it turned out better than... This is only, like, my third time making pork belly, but I think it turned out better than the other 2 times. I think it's, like, pretty close to where I want it. Nice crispy skin. It's, like, tender, but not fall-apart tender. I cooked it from frozen, too. Sometimes I've had bad experiences cooking pork from frozen, but... Leave a very suspicious tag up here. Yeah, the Firebolt on my Mana Dork was a pretty big deal. Removing the Exalted buff so the Endurance, like attacking by itself, won't be able to clear deck here. I won't have to choose between chumping. So they want to clear the deck, they have to attack with both, and then I can eat the Palace Jailer. Yeah, I block. Oh, is this a Wandering Emperor pump? Yeah, not a ton of combat tricks in the cube, but got me, huh? Oh, you thought the pork belly looked real nice, right? Like, you look online, the pictures people post of the pork belly next to, like, the recipes and stuff, and they always have, like, a very uniform, like, golden brownness on top, and I've never been anywhere close to that. And this one still had some dark spots, but I think it turned out dope. The texture is, like, perfect. That's what I'm chowing down on right now. I can see how, like, crispy that skin is. Oh, a nice brown color. Oh, they time walked. I was like, what did I miss here? I was all focused on the pork. Well, they already activated Wandering Emperor. That's not fair. Twitch is strict with porn on camera, right? How are the wedding plans? We're really excited. Everything coming together. Yeah, so the purpose of that time warp is literally to just get me up to a spot where I can activate the bolt on loot here. We're gonna serve it them. Force them to either chump or give us our plague on Mac. Yeah, I assume they'd chump. Good evening, AJWR. The 300 days left mark, right, Bardaboos? And zooming along. Okie dokie. I'm supposed to wait until first strike damage is on, but whatever. If they got something here, I'm fucking dead anyway. Oh yeah, I guess waiting until first strike damage would have gone really bad. Also, I should have made that block, huh? I should have eaten the endurance. What's wrong with me? Well, I probably, like, after that atrocious block, I probably still don't have a chance. Had a little bit of a chance, but now I think I have no chance. Hey, Obligatory Rory! Thanks for the sub, thanks for the 39 months. Just getting settled in here for Scheme of the Day. Get some food digesting. Get some caffeine in my system. I like very fresh for a streamer who hasn't had a day off in 2 months. Yeah. Plays can be a bit fresher here and there. Yeah, most days are really good. There's been a lot of good streams. I've like largely been happy that I've been live every day. There's a couple bad ones in there, but like they can't all be good ones. You can't be too hard on yourself. Every once in a while, I'll be like really tired trying to fit everything in, you know. But that's pretty natural. And that happens even when you're not doing a 365. Alright, let's give this another spin. Barnaboos is gifting a sub. Congratulations, DSX03. Hell yeah. Did I have fun horsing around yesterday? I had a pretty good time, yeah. Yeah, mostly horse stuff. Went through a full run. Didn't quite get there in the very last challenge. They had one where you had to get first place. And I had just aced my previous 2 races. I'd just gotten first. And then on the last one, I had like 4 attempts because I hadn't had to re-roll a race the entire time. You get like a few re-rolls in your runs. And I got like 9th, 2nd, 3rd, and like 13th or something. It was heartbreaking. But overall, a lot of fun. It was my first time, first time playing the game. But chat was pretty helpful. What the fuck is this deck, Yeah, I think my Sky Dude should come in. Even just seeing the mocks. I figured Dak would be enough. Alright, Ragavan. Colors are going wild today. I mucked with the settings last time. I thought I put it back on smooth. That a little slower. This is what I've typically been having it on. A fellow chucker, eh? You've been raising horses all day? Oh, yeah? Any good runs? Yeah, the actual cup they hype up. Turtles is going to be in AMC theaters on August 20th. Oh, that's fun. I think that OG film holds up pretty well. Yeah, we're even the mountain off the top. So that good burst lighting plus Ragavan that one turn was so huge. Ping Bird concede, sure, valid. Yeah, the Skydiver needs to come in over Manaleek. Yeah, we have quite the mirror here. Them having Ren and 6 makes me think that they've got like some Wasteland action in their deck too, and we're here with Walk-in Closet Strip Mine. I wish we had some more like hyper efficient interaction. It would just be a Force of Vigor. That seems like too much for like 2 targets. Ooh, we can draw Mox. We'll see. We'll see about all that. Oh, showed up. Hey, Urface, thanks for the sod, thanks for the 3 months, thanks for sharing that Twitch Prime. And Spence Johnson, thanks for the 5 months there. Spence says, happy Streamwary the 65th. Absolutely. If I kept that Brazen Bar, I could just bounce it this turn. Just bounce it and then strip mine the Taiga, get them off red. Sure. Yeah, I figured there'd be some way that it would make sense. Yeah, binning stock up feels weird. Galvanic Discharge would actually steal something with this Dak Faden emblem. So maybe I shouldn't have been so quick to bin that. My old beat to shit Tanger cavalry shirt finally disintegrated. It was like one of the first like metal t-shirts I ever owned, band t-shirts I ever had. Got time walk, huh? Got time walk. Block, I block. I want to strip mine them. They're just like not that low on mana. So I want to steal one with the Burst Lightning. Like, I need to steal the Endurance and eat the Golem token here. But I'm probably just supposed to, like, activate the loot to kill the Golem token. Why are they doing that? Oh, so it's so that we tap the loot and they can attack the Oko, I see. How often do you get to see a Dak Faden emblem steal something? I should snip that. I should snip that. Good stuff going on here, I think. There's a strip lock in here somewhere. We don't really have ways of tutoring for the strip lock, so they're just kind of random. You could, like, sack a forest to play your Crucible effect here. I don't really see the purpose of that. Well, at least... So Caracas is like a dicking and a half against me. It just like solos my Minskin Boo by itself. But we do have a Wasteland or a Strip Mine in here somewhere. They tutored for a Nettle Cyst. That feels so unexciting. It's possible they had a better equipment in their hand already. I like how he sacked a land to play the Bloodbraid, and then it basically pulled a land out. Well, that's a bummer. Very much not a card you want to get exiled. And they just force negationed my Crucible, pitching Shorakai. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Blue white with a weird draw. Oh, there's that blue source they needed. I almost don't want to play the Minsk because of the Crocus. Like get a card out of it at least, because it is bricked by the Crocus. Like, it's just so efficient to tap it and answer the token. Why didn't they leave up the Crocus? Like, why did they hardcast the Nettlecyst instead of putting it into play with a Stoneforge? They get 2 blockers this way. Could matter. If I have, like, removal plus Ragavan, like, just among the cards that I have in this deck. It's possible we find a legendary creature that... Or it's possible we find a creature that we can pump with Minsc and Boo that isn't the hamster legend here. And then that'll feel a little bit less useless, but... like some other haste creature, and we can pump. But yeah, right now it's just a fucking Rishadan port. We do have a Strip Mine in the deck somewhere. Drawn, that would be a nice answer. Could just let Minsk die. I kind of hate this. Give me real embarrassing when I rip a Time Warp next turn or something, or a Burn Spell. Well, that was a little predictable. The Time Warp would have been nice. Well, I guess it is nice. Yeah, I guess I should have served first and then warped. Where's Anissa when you need one? Oh, that's a good Cult Epiphany. There's not very many bad Occult Epiphanies, but that's a pretty good one. They got a Sword of the Meek back from the graveyard with a Cult Epiphany that they binned with the Occult Epiphany. Excuse me. Let's play this 9 Treasures track. This game just got real bad. The good news is we've got a great sideboard for this matchup. The turn after they answer the Minsc and Boo, we draw the answer to Crocus. Perfect. Skydiver coming in, Force of Vigor coming in. Both pretty real. You could run Crop Rotation to find the Strip Mine more often. So the Crocus is good against Minsk, Loot, Ragavan. So there's the games where you draw one of those, or there's the game where you land walk-in closet and want to be able to find strip mine. Let's try it. Let's try the crop rotation. And then I didn't actually like my burn spells against them, even though they're playing Stoneforge Mystic. And I'm just going to cut Snapcaster 2 with the burn spells coming out. I think the rest of this looks good. One cool thing about Force of Vigor is you could, at a certain point, Snapcast it back pretty easy. And that's like a little backbreaking. I guess the Summon Esper might end up doing that. So we have our colors here, but the hand seems so slow, doesn't it? Doesn't it just seem the slowest? This deck's got some nice acceleration. I kind of want to send this back. Much better, in my opinion. Cold Ralph stopping in on the break at work. Hope your work day's not going too bad, Cold. Hope you're having a reasonable one. It's possible this is worse than just slamming the stock up on this spot specifically. Oh my. I'm just going to play that. Collect my free card, why not? Your workplace is air conditioned, so you can't complain too much. Yeah, right, Ralph? Mine too. Like, I'm just here streaming from my basement, and it's pretty nice. Excuse me. Too bad this can't exile the sword, huh? Oh. This is trick. I like the Bloodbraid Challenger. I like the Lumberjack. I don't think I'm going to be light on gas this game. That's why I bin the Bloodbraid there. Are there any big impact cards from Final Fantasy in the cube? Sort of. They added a bunch and they're like mostly fine. So I wouldn't describe it that way. The Saga, yeah, it's actually just okay. Held off a bit on this game because I'm trying to get the Time Warp underneath it. I was originally going to get the stock up underneath it, and then I was like, okay, well, that's potentially even better. I almost want to hit their white source here instead of the library. You like Vivi and Planisphere the most? Yeah, Vivi and Planisphere have both been like kind of fine. I've actually seen the Planisphere be a bit better. Just easier to get down. I've seen it win more games. Vivi's a little clunkier. It doesn't do nothing, but oh, the fucking bird should be serving. God damn it. Yeah, I thought about hitting the planes. And we didn't even really draw any of our anti-artifact stuff, right? With Skydiver, Dak Faden, and Force of Vigor have still not shown up in this match. I guess that game was the Ragaman show, huh? I've actually had a lot of fun games with the 5-mana token spitter outer, Mog or whatever. It feels better in a controlling deck than say a Monastery Mentor, because the life gain actually like catches you back up and gets you out of reach and stuff. It does like the Baneslayer angel thing, but it's statted for modern times, you know? And I kind of missed having like a good effect of that in the cube. Hate it. Hate going to 5-2. Opponent also mauled, so I'm just going to fire off Strip Mine on 1, and hopefully it's relevant. Fuck. Well, shit, Do you Time Warp into the Tangle Wire because it clears Saheeli? I did it because it helps clear them. They didn't scoop because they're losing Saheeli there. They're taking too much damage, losing too much stuff. Maybe we can rip our own artifact mana here, like Mox, Ruby, and Expressive on 2. Now that we're at this stage, Skydiver off the top would be our best rip. By a lot. We would just take the Retrofitter, I think. This track just came out today. How was the horse game? It was pretty fun. And it's very much in this song. Well, that's like my favorite part of Bloodywood. I also really like their scream singer. Well, I like the whole band. Maybe this guy the least, but I was gonna steal that shit immediately. It's not like a key card as part of their plan or anything like that. But you steal here, and then next turn you uptick, and then you can downtick again. Which can be pretty hard to deal with. But it's holding up Hull Breacher, which would be a disaster. Hull Breacher mana. What am I supposed to just not play my cards? Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe, huh? At least the Crucible's letting me get some value back. kind of fun hearing Bloody Woods guitar and dole drum and vocals put to the baby metal drummer and some of their production. Pretty nice pairing. The baby metal drummer plays with his with like the metal things that hang out on the bottom of the snare. He plays with them off, so it just makes like a light popping sound instead of that harsh snare rapping. Oh, I knew this Dag Faden was gonna get to steal something. Oh, some. They've made a few MT Shasta. They've made a couple collaborations. Baby Metal's done a ton of collaborations over the last couple years. They did one with Tom Morello. They did one with Electric Callboy. A lot of really like intelligent pairings. Well done there, Tybalt. Proud of you. Melancholy Knight just got back from a vacation to Wisconsin. Hell yeah. Where'd you go, Melancholy? Any place sweet? I'm doing very well. I went on a hike today, cooked up a mess of pork belly. I'm just chilling, Cuban. About to fire off this fucking time warp. Oh, I could get him both for 6. I think I want to keep the deck as a potential thefter here, though, huh? Oh, right, the fucking time warp. Yeah, I'm sorry. So the Manifold Key should have made the construct unblockable. I completely forgot that I was taking an extra turn here. Just, just like not in my pretty little mind. So same board, but they should be at 11, not 14. Look at this strip mine here. I think pretty good, actually. I think there's actually probably lethal here. If I'd stopped and thought about it for a little bit, didn't go for the Minsk. So the Manifold Key can untap the Grim Monolith, right? So that by itself is 5 mana, which means you could activate this Walk-in Closet with just those two. Obviously, you need the double green, but then you'd have plenty of mana here to flashback Time Warp. And you just get in 7, but then next turn you play the Minsk and Boo out. Yeah, I've been playing real sloppy. Breen's not quite in it yet. But that's why these are warm-up matches, huh? Intuitive plays on my part, but sometimes there's a better line. The good news is I don't think this does anything. You'd rather die than think through a turn? Okay. I would not. I would rather not die. So this hand doesn't have red mana, which is pretty dog shit. But we have this Memory Lapse, and like I think Dag Faden is really good against them. Our last match, we like had 2 games in a row where we just like didn't have any of our like key cards. That felt really bad. I think we're more likely to keep this hand and draw red than to mulligan and have a hand with Dack Fate and good mana. Especially since we've like got things to do, and there's mana dorks we can draw off the top as well. Well, that's pretty fast. So now we're really hoping to rip a Boxer Beast, so this Dack Fate will be fast enough. We'd be able to like turn 1 Memory Lapse, turn 2 Dack, steal your anything. Force of Vigor would be a great draw too. Okay. Need some time to switch from the horse girl game. Yeah. Uh-oh. So now we haven't drawn acceleration. We also haven't drawn our red source. We haven't drawn our 3rd land at all. And there's making tokens over there, so my counters don't look good. Or they untap the Soul Ring. Okay. If they untap the Retrofitter, they could have turned the Servo into a flyer there. Gotten it close to a 4/4. If you mana leak there, the key can untap Soul Ring and pay. I don't know what to do between the Soul Ring and the Retrofitter here. And probably the Retrofitter, I think they just have too much pressure. If you target the Soul Ring and let them keep that and have a 3/3 and 4/4s. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Big Oop 125, thanks to the Sob, thanks to 69 months. Very nice. What MTG color combo would vodka be? Vodka would be colorless. Like Eldrazi Tribal. Bayoko. Well, we're not dead yet. This mana leak's looking pretty worthless. But we're not, like, literally dead here. Opponent's got an infinite mana, essentially. I really want a Bloodbraid, but I'm going to Dack, I guess. Mine, please. Backseat gaming is allowed? No, it is not. Just for the stream yesterday. When I do variety streams, I allow it. Because, like, people will give me tips that I find useful, and that's, like, kind of fun. Thanks for the heads up, though. Alright, the tag has been fixed. Was Cascade better because they had a bunch of mana? It's not a matter of hurting them. It's about like 3 mana and like double ramping myself while hurting them a bit. And we don't know how high their curve goes. Like if they want to play like a giant walking ballista or a upheaval or some shit, who knows, right? I put some expensive ass shit in my Grim Monolith Manifold Key decks. How's the Horse Girl game? I enjoyed it. It's, like, kind of mindless. There's, like, some decisions to make in terms of, like, training. But a lot of what you're doing is, like, cracking booster packs and, Wow, I didn't know I was going to be able to play Kicker off the Cascade. That was fucking fantastic. Yeah, it's a great tune, Vadix. A visual novel, roguelite. Right, yeah. So it's like kind of addicting, kind of fun. Not like a super complex game or anything. But it's easy to see why it's popular. Are stips up? You better believe the stips are up. I expect my opponent's hand is mostly full of like double spells. Like I'm sure there's like an Urza in there. There might be like a mana drain. They're just like sitting there staring at their one island, one plains. You certainly can, Bardaboos. I kind of feel like I should be eating 5 there. With the Time Warp PM. Trying to upheaval, get all this shit back. They forgot to float with workshops, though. Would have been 3 less mana.